Mad. Anyway, what's it?
So no, that's what I was thinking. It's a bit deep, but I just thought, like.
So why we're not established?
My boy has like this thing, yeah. Wait, let me see if I get it up. It's on Twitter.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Like, it's from research. It's about now. This is just one aspect. It's in home ownership.
I don't think we ever answered that question, my guy.
Why?
Me and him slide right past that. You're like, hey, do you think we're behind? Me and him's like, hey, beer, you know? Hey, sushi's a mad thing, right? I swear.
That's a deep. Nah, because yes,
this is it. Look.
Yes. Yes.
This is what he posted. I'll show it to you as well.
But we're not behind like that,
And
man.
read the tweet and then look at the statistics. In terms of that's
What are statistics, though, really?
the statistics.
Just numbers on a piece of paper, bro.
These
So,
accountants.
yeah, and I'll show you. Well, I said the
What are statistics? What they live and breathe. They're like, this is what. Yep. Yep.
What? Yeah, it's back as shit.
Yeah. That's trust me.
But people, we got work to do. Bro,
No,
shut
don't read the
up.
tweet. Just go to
Bro.
the stat.
Yeah, don't do that, man. That's another thing. Our way of expressing information sometimes is a bit fucked up. It's a bit.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what I'm looking at, but it's all,
like
it's all
news
false,
now,
innit? It's
fam.
all false news.
So yeah, it's basically talking about home ownership. How we are very behind in terms of home ownership and land, in terms of compared to other minorities, ethnic minorities.
Bro,
So I was wondering,
who gets land? No one owns land.
you'd be surprised,
Ooh,
especially in
fam,
the
that's
Midlands.
real wealth.
Exactly.
real
you'd
wealth
be
was
surprised
owning
in the
land,
Midlands
fam,
how
like-
many Asians own all of these corner shops.
But wait,
and
no,
stuff,
but hold on. Let
you
me
know what I
ask this. Let me ask a question here. Where's this statistic based on? Just the UK? Because I guarantee you, if you go to Africa, this statistic is very different. If you go,
mean? Yeah, but we're talking in the Western world.
Western
here,
world,
in
yeah.
Europe.
bro, it's not your land, bro. It's not your.
You better fucking get some land here.
That's what I'm trying to say. What, like, obviously, if you think about the generations, yeah, that's been here. Like, what do you think
On
is
some
anything?
real shit.
Bro, let's have a discussion, cuz. Let's talk, innit? Like, do you feel like there's a reason why? I think it's our mentality. A lot of us.
Firstly, we
lack
lack
of wealth.
we lack a lot of information, unfortunately.
Yeah.
This
Yeah, I
and
told you.
it's not information like statistics. It's just knowledge. Like
Yeah.
we didn't have knowledge. Like we didn't know certain things.
Mm-hmm.
We instead of investing in certain, we have what I've thought about is that we have this thing about we're addicted to instant gratification.
Yeah.
Yes.
We can't delay our gratification. So once we get to a certain phase, we want it now.
We want it now, yeah.
Most investments, fam, you might get it in 15 years. You
Yeah.
don't
Yep.
get it the first. This is a big issue.
Yeah.
To the point where last time I was comparing all this shit. Yeah, a lot of these kids, a lot of these people got this stuff from their parents handed down. It's not like they owned it. It's because it came down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the thing we're trying to. Well, hopefully, if these
So
guys.
do you think, like, as I said, just going on that last point you mentioned, yeah? Do you think, obviously, a lot of it's handed down? Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Do we want to try, obviously, and start building ourselves within our own community in terms of let's start trying to have things to hand down?
We have to.
I know it's not. Don't get me wrong. It's easier.
Yeah.
It's easier said than done. I know that. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
But we have to.
But the thing is that.
You
But
know
I
what
think
I mean?
the instant gratification that you're mentioning, I think that is
It's
hindering.
very difficult to
But
override.
and
Also it's been published. It's been pushed
Yeah.
out to not for. It's like our stereotype.
Yes. What's
Is-
no? Wait. Hold on.
Our stereotype is to be of that type to want
Oh,
instant
what just want?
gratification,
Yeah.
which our culture is based off. If you actually look
That's
at it,
mad. It's
so that's
true.
so
That's
when
what
you
I'm trying to
once
say.
you start to
Yeah,
look
yeah,
back,
yeah.
start looking at it, you'll be
It's
like, oh
true.
shit. So you motherfuckers have been typecasted before they're typecast.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You get what I mean?
I
So
get what you're saying.
So that's why it's.
I get what you
I'm
mean.
not.
now.
It's
Because my boy was talking about. We're talking about bust down watches, isn't it?
yeah.
Would you man ever bust down a watch?
No.
Thank you. But wait, let's go into that. I know this is going off a little bit.
It's fucking
Jordan, would you ever bust down a watch? Why won't you? man, bust
Marv
down
ain't
a
even here for it right now. He's like, yo, this is what I have to deal with. Like, Marv ain't here for it.
And the reason why I'm saying that is because obviously the money that you use to bust down a watch, yeah, can be used elsewhere. Like, do you know what I mean? Elsewhere, something else. And even on top of that, when you bust it down, the overall value of that is. It don't make sense. However, as you said, I think a lot of us lack that instant gratification.
Even a name, bust
that-
down. Your take, bust
Bro, do
down.
you remember that?
You know
Remember
what I
that
mean?
saying? If it doesn't, if it
Bust down.
flies, drives,
or
fucks.
floats or something.
Fuck-
Yeah,
oh yeah,
I know what
if
you're
it
saying.
flies,
Don't
drives,
buy it.
floats, or fucks, rent
Don't-
it.
Yeah, don't buy it.
Don't buy it,
Right.
rent it,
Right.
Right.
bro.
Shit. But
everyone out here just wasting money on shit that's not relevant.
It's
like,
not even.
And do you think, as you said, that kind of spans
our culture
around
drives
our
it
culture?
though? Like motherfuckers, we
Jules.
drive this shit, fam. We put this shit in motion.
So do you think that's one of the reasons why we might seem a bit behind in terms of?
No.
That's
I
one
honestly think the
aspect
reason
of it.
why-
Yeah, go on. So go on.
I think the reason behind it is that they say we're behind is because we don't have that old wealth. And but now, like you said, the 15-year investment. I think that's the new age that we're in.
Yeah.
So that when we get older, even by the time we die, that
Bro,
next generation
that was
will
my
have,
point.
will have that, you know,
that
they
was
won't
my
be
point.
behind.
That's exactly my point because
It's not even about us right now.
obviously when I was speaking to like my colleague at work, I said that in terms of the old age because he was mentioning what we tend to do, which is quite true, especially like if I look at our parents, we get a good amount of money which we could probably invest here, but we always send it back home.
Yeah. For what?
Not everyone.
Thank you.
what?
That's exactly
That's
what
a
I
big
said.
L. Like,
yeah, that's what
that
I
was a-
said.
fam,
That's what I
that's a-
said.
that was a
That's what I said
big
because I was
L.
like, that's an old school mentality. Because now, if we come into P, I guarantee we are not. Where send it back? Where?
No, okay, hold on.
No,
Wait,
you
wait,
can-
wait,
you
wait,
can,
wait, wait,
you
wait,
can.
wait, to
I'm not
that
gonna lie, I
information.
ain't
Wait,
sending
to that information.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
I understand why they're sending it piece back. Obviously, my mum come from Ghana, so she wants to end up in Ghana. So her money goes back
That's different,
to
though.
building up all
Yeah,
the
that's-
property.
that's
Yeah, I
different.
For
understand.
me,
That's
my
different.
ties are not there. That's a
Yeah,
holiday
yeah,
for me,
yeah.
sadly. 'Cause this is my
Yeah,
home.
yeah.
But-
No, that's different because you just said your mum's planning to go back.
Yeah.
That's different. I'm talking about. So listen, my dad, he sends P back, a lot of P back. He's not planning to go back. He's here.
Right.
He's not planning to go back. He goes back every year. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But he spends a lot of P back there.
Yeah.
And I look at it sometimes like, why are you spending so much P back here when you can probably build something better here?
I don't think they get
It
it.
is easier.
No,
I
because
I
they
remember I
don't-
said that to my
they
dad,
do-
and he
but
said it's
yeah.
easier back there, and I get it because things are cheaper. You can build more back home than you can here. I get that,
And sentimental, like
but
they came here. Do you know what I mean? So they came here. They had
That's
the
what-
mentality
yeah, yeah,
of
yeah.
always going back.
yeah.
That
That's what
mentality
you
was
just said, innit?
always with it. It's kind of like Polish people in a sense, like if you actually, but like us, like we actually, like they always wanted to do stuff to go,
Yeah, to go
back.
back,
So
yeah,
everything
yeah,
they
makes
did was
sense.
like, oh, I'm gonna make sure especially they have parents,
yeah,
grandma, mum,
yeah.
some not
Family,
even all
yeah,
family
yeah.
came. Maybe you just came. Then you still got
Yeah.
your bros there. You still got your sister, and they're telling you, oh,
get- I get
oh,
that.
Yeah, plus,
Yeah,
and they've had
back in the day.
the ideology. You're here. They're thinking, yo, you must have got it now. Like you're
Yeah,
good. You know
yeah.
what I mean? You're in the land of wealth apparently. So you know what I mean? So
Plus, back in the day, you really had to pay to get someone here.
trust me.
So I remember when my mum came here, my granddad came here first, and then my granddad paid for my grandma to come here and left them there, and then they eventually got enough money and then brought all the kids with them.
Yeah.
I think, man, that's a long
Yeah,
process.
That's a long process,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
That's a long process.
I get that because obviously the older generation will definitely have, as you said, more ties back home. That's probably
But the
feel
issue
more
is the only issue is that once
to-
once these lot came, you know how other like races they had like a whole hub.
Yeah.
Our
We
hub,
had a hub.
our hub wasn't a hub, fam.
No, but
It-
we
I
had
think-
it, but we didn't hold it.
We didn't
South
hold it
London was
down.
our hub.
But we didn't
Yes, it
hold
was,
it.
yeah,
We didn't hold our hub at all. That's why it got gentrified, fam.
No, because the deal was nice. Everyone that
You
worked
can't
there.
gentrify Golders Green. Dead ass. Like try to exactly. You can't. You actually can't.
It doesn't-
Try to. Do you know what I mean?
That's not
You can't. We didn't. And the problem is lack of knowledge. We should have already started like
Is it
buying.
really that? But you know that
buying-
bad boys,
yeah.
boys scene.
Yeah.
Not bad boys. Boys in the Hood scene.
Yeah.
When the dad's talking about it, like have you seen the scene with Lawrence Fishburne,
Yeah.
and he's saying basically what we're trying to say now in terms of that's what happens when people gentrify.
Yeah.
They make it. They try and bring the value down,
Yeah.
and then they do that. But as you just said, that won't happen in Golders Green.
That won't
I
happen
wonder
in
why.
many certain areas that are very they own. That's the issue. Like the issue. That's what we're talking about. We haven't got like really and truly. Even our food shouldn't be sold by other races. That's a deep shit as well.
I was thinking about that the other day, but I'm not too sure I agree with you entirely.
Why not?
Only because
I'm not saying it's an issue. I'm not
Yeah,
saying that.
yeah,
I'm not
it's
even
just-
saying it's
it's
like
just
a
a
point.
point.
I'm
Yeah,
just saying that.
it's
Why
just-
not? I'm just
yeah,
like a
yeah,
point.
yeah,
You know
it's
what I mean?
just-
Like,
it's just a question.
Yeah.
But with that, yeah, I see like you see how Polish food is sold in Sainsbury's now. Like as a
but they got
let's
their
say a
post. They
black
got their
owned-
Polski shops.
Oh, they got
Yeah,
bear.
Yeah, but there's still some Africans. I can go to some right.
Yeah, they are impeccable.
But to say that we shouldn't really be selling, like a black-owned business could have their bullshit variation of a traditional dish that we eat.
Beans and toast.
But look, we know it's for the masses.
Sorry, carry on.
But it's for the masses, isn't it? At the end of the day, like, look, like
It is for the masses. I get it.
like you see that bullshit
Pack
of jollof rice in a pack you can make. Yeah, that's for the masses. Everyone else that understands what it's really about, we're not going there. We're either going to our aunties.
Another point is just to add to that is Pack Cosmetics. You know how they got the Dax cream.
Oh yeah.
All the weaves.
It's all about Asia, man.
Yeah.
It's all about Asia, man.
Yeah, that's. I think you're not seeing that is an issue. Like, don't
This
matter
is what I
how we
was
want to
thinking
like put it. Fam, it don't matter how we want to put it, because to the point where we can't. It's like there's no. That's what we're talking about. Land, territory.
Yeah.
We don't have one.
Like,
you know what I mean?
The same guy.
And the ones we do have is not. They don't.
He sent me
They don't make it look like to the level it should be. We've been here longer than most. As Africans, bro, we've been here a long. The thing about we've been here longer than Polish people. No,
this is why
them man, they're already kind of doing their thing. Do you know what I mean? Like,
this is exactly what I was saying.
and I'm not black. You don't know how.
However, when I look at other communities and stuff, I can see there's big differences.
Yeah.
That's why I brought up this conversation, because I was like, and I was speaking to my manager, and I was just like, it's true. Like, why is it? But then going back to your point, okay, going forward, the only thing we can do, as you said, a lot of us, as you said, is lack of knowledge. And we want to keep building stuff back home. But now we're here. Hopefully, we can. I know, yes.
Fam, if you can get land in the UK, you can get land in Nigeria, fam.
Oh yeah.
You can get more land. in
Logic
Nigeria.
rises. Like, if you can actually get some like land here,
And that's
you're
the-
good
but
there,
that's
you're
that's
good
that's it.
most places. Do you get like?
Oh yeah, of course.
But it wasn't that logic was, and also it wasn't portrayed on the people that you are even able. Because think about it, most of these people that came over, they couldn't even get the jobs that the level of intellect they had.
Yeah,
there's many of people that were like really smart.
PhD engineers, but they're cleaners. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so that system, once you see that, you know the game wasn't made for you to win low key. So as that, we should have kind of like someone should have fucking fought and been like, yo,
there's always gaps in.
Someone should have fucking fought and be like, yo, this, like, and then been like, yo, okay, how can we get in? You know what I mean? Because motherfuckers know other races did it. They figured out their own lane. Do you know what I mean?
That's what I was trying to say.
They figured out their lane.
That's why, like, I was just thinking about it in terms of, as you said, the new generation. Hopefully,
we can. Man.
We can get.
Do you reckon we're spending too much time on bullshit that like let's just say let's keep it a beat. Twitter. I feel like the activity on Twitter could be the energy that people put in their tweets could be transferred to something entirely different. Yeah. It's like something will come out like the H&M bullshit, and whatever we're doing, we're gonna stop and then jump on this.
Do you feel like?
And we band together.
Yes. No other races do it. No other races just be like, let's just stop and just jump on this.
Wait. Being devil's advocate, yeah. Like, we're all black, yeah. So that's what we're exposed to. So we see.
I'm not white. I'm not black.
What? Are you sure you want to put? You might have to cut that out. Don't say that.
Keep that.
Yeah, no.
I remember one time you man didn't cut something out.
What?
I have a passion for black people. I'm nothing with a passion for black people. That's what I am.
No. It don't matter, bro.
I have a passion for black. I have a passion for everyone, man.
We do not want that.
But more for black people, though.
We do not need to be going viral for the wrong reasons, fam. Anyway, nah. You hear me? Anyway, what I'm saying is, the reason why I say that is because we're exposed to black Twitter. We follow black people. We're black. So that's what we see. You'll be surprised there's white people out there that probably do the same thing. But because we're the minority, it just seems very much in our community. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't think it's that.
What are you talking about? The activity of what?
You know how he just said, like, it seems like black people, we like occupy our time a lot on social media, Twitter and stuff. And when bullshit things like H&M come up, it seems like just our race is occupied with that stuff. But I think other races do.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
But we just don't see it because we don't look for it. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely. No,
that's what I'm trying to say.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone's got their bullshit.
That's what I'm saying.
Everyone's got their bullshit.
Our bullshit is only magnified because we're the minority.
We're the minority.
So a lot of us will probably be the same amount of white people, but because there's bare white people, you won't know.
Think about it. We're actually
Okay,
a minority.
Hold on. Let me just
There's
say
not
let me
many
let me just say one thing. Let me just say one thing. Yeah, I remember when I first heard about Black Twitter, I thought there was a new Twitter app that said
I can't lie,
Black
I
Twitter.
did too.
However,
I thought it was.
That
still-
shit would have been
I
wild.
thought it-
I always thought that. So
I
when I
thought
was
it
like,
was
oh,
still-
it's just regular Twitter. It's just black people
That
chatting.
shit will smell like cocoa
Okay,
butter.
so where's white Twitter? There's
It's
no such
true.
thing.
It's
Where's the Arab Twitter? There's no such thing. There's only black Twitter that I know of.
Yeah.
Unless I'm
Yeah, I
No,
get-
there is.
that's
I
a
swear
good
there's white
point.
Twitter. There's the Fiat
Oh.
500. The Fiat 500 crew.
That's
And
when Love
fam,
Island.
and if you start looking
Watch
at
Love
life,
Island. Watch Love Island and then type in
once
Fiat
you
500.
go into life and start, you actually see Fiat 500
Yeah, this
people.
is what I'm
Like
gonna say.
everyone's
We
got
just
their
don't look
bullshit.
for
You know what I
We
mean?
just don't look for it.
Fiat 500 crew.
Yeah,
Bro,
like
Love
you know,
Island.
you know, like
Every
basic.
summer,
That's
Love Island. You see what I
Well,
mean?
basic white
because we
girls,
don't
you know what I
look for it. We're not looking for Fiat 500.
No, Love Island is black Twitter. No. The Fiat 500 crew can sit down.
Cool. I'm just,
Love Island is black
Who's
Twitter.
voting?
Huh?
You think the black Twitter voting? The hell? The hell?
There you go. Ever voted on
he
anything?
just shut it down. He just shut it down.
Who was voting for the shit? Who voted for Ovi? The
Picked
girls
up their phone and was like, yo, my man's gonna.
our galleys were just looking at their man like, yo.
Nah, you shut
You
it
know
down.
what I mean? No,
I'm
no,
telling
like,
Like, you see Babes about to vote. Babes, what you doing?
Wait a minute.
Put your fucking phone there.
Save that money,
That's
bro.
£1.50 a vote, you
Our
know.
phone, my man's got the house phone. Like the hell, don't even watching the show in serious conditions, cuz.
Wait, who has a house phone?
Nah, some people do.
Nah, I do, but I just don't use it.
When's
It's
the
for
last
my
time
broadband, innit?
When it rings,
When's
it's
the last time it
spooky,
rang?
blood.
Oh, nah,
It
it don't
ain't
ring.
spooky.
It don't ring.
Stand on it.
It don't ring.
It's
No, I'm not gonna lie. When it rings,
it
when
don't
it
ring.
rings, yeah, I just look at it. I'm like,
I
if you
don't-
need me, call my phone.
I
I'll
just-
look at it. I'll
but
wait
our
till
I
it
know,
parents-
like,
use it
I
like
picked
it's a
out once,
mobile,
yeah.
though.
No, my parents don't use it. My
my-
mum don't use it.
My parents, no, my dad, he uses like it's.
Oh, you got one of them mobile ones. Nah, my shit's a house phone,
like
boy.
you can carry around.
uses it?
No one.
Yeah,
I picked up once and there was no one on the line. That
So
shit,
what? When you're
that
what?
shit
So
spooks
what?
me, fam.
So when people call from Ghana and that or Nigeria,
They
do
call
they
your
call?
mobile.
Yeah,
They
like
don't-
her.
they don't
Like her
call
to like her.
Nah.
Can
my-
I have
they
£5
call
like
house
a
phone,
mobile
bro.
card? Trust me.
They call house
Well,
phone.
they WhatsApp call me. It's easy, bro. At this point in time,
Yeah, you can connect to them.
you can
man.
connect
Yeah,
easy.
of course. But I'm just saying, yeah, my.
Nah, they got your
they get
landline.
behind. Yeah, they get landline.
Nah,
Not
they're
me,
deep.
but my dad.
Your family must.
To be
They
fair,
really fuck
even
with
my
you.
nan has got to the point where she prefers to be called on a mobile phone as opposed to a house. Obviously, everyone still has a house phone. Oh yeah, I need to go there today to help her out. So you're coming with me.
Where does she live?
Chingford.
Cool. Chingford's my old stuff.
See, the senses are coming back now.
Yeah.
The brain cells are coming back. It's good.
But yeah, man. No, but as I said, it's a good topic because obviously I don't like admitting it, but when you look at the stats, as I said, or you look at it, you see, you go Seven Sisters and that, and you just see. Obviously, you see predominantly like a Jewish community, and you're like, "Bro, look at
Well, for everyone, man.
You know what's
yeah,
that?
yeah,
Like,
what's
how
going
does
on?
Jewish community not letting like mandem come through and just say hello?
They don't want you. That's why they don't want us. We need to do our
I'm
own
not
thing.
even talking about the business. I'm
I
just
used to
talking
think,
about
I
the
used to think,
babes.
I thought Jews were like a religion, but it's not. It's a people. It's like
No, Judaism is a religion.
yeah, I know, but
Like Jesus
Jews
Christ
are
was-
people. They're not like it's not. They practice. That's their religion, but the people are Jew. Like there's like a people.
Oh yeah, they have their own
That's
community.
it. They're like a people.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
that's-
that's what I'm saying.
Where's
Yeah,
that? That's
it's-
in North London, isn't it?
Bare north,
Yeah.
like around Finsbury Park,
Yeah, yeah.
I
Seven
didn't know.
Sisters,
They run that shit.
Golders Green, all of them.
They run a lot of shit,
Bro,
But that's
and
for that's for
The
another
Asians
show.
have that long road to Ilford.
for-
Ilford,
Fam! The Asians have the whole of Ilford.
even
They
some
gotta
places in
slide.
South, even some places in South.
And I
but
like
that's
them,
gonna
man.
change.
They're
Obviously,
cool.
Chinatown, you know, them sides still.
That's what I'm
White
saying.
people own everything.
Oh, they just got everything. That's why I say, what's black?
They got.
It used to, as you said,
And
it used to be
also,
okay.
and also, another
That's
thing
black,
is.
innit? Black, we own Twitter.
That's
we
it.
own Twitter. Yeah, my head is hot. I'm not gonna lie. We own Twitter. That's all that we need.
And we use our culture for entertainment and for like instead of we don't use our culture to actually like have a foundation. We use it as currency. Do you know what I mean? We use our culture to make money. Do you know what I mean?
That's right.
You can't really see.
This is the point we're trying to make earlier.
I mean, every culture
But a
does
lot of
that,
us-
but our one
I
is
think
more
we're-
famous for it. Do you know
But
what I
I
mean?
think
Like,
that's what I said. We have to take some accountability
Yeah.
as well, because that's what I was saying before. Like we know, okay, so we're gonna do something. Someone will come and they like it. Probably a white person or a non-black person, and we'll be inclined to want to sell it off because we all want to make something of ourselves individually. You know what I mean? It's very rarely you'll see like obviously I like to try and support black-owned businesses as much as I can.
But
But as I said, in terms of the big picture and that, it's kind of it's just more than that. You
But
know
even
what I
the
mean?
black businesses we
It's
got
more than
though,
that.
the black businesses we got. Oh, there's some that, I don't know. I can't paint. I don't know the full picture, but from what it's also still very like we're doing stuff that most people are doing in a sense as well. It's like a.
We're not innovating.
We're like we're not like trying to innovate or like do stuff in a different way, and it's like that's another issue. Do you know what I mean? Like, but that's with every race though. It doesn't fucking matter. Every race has got their own thing, but it's like if you ever wanted to like black people get together and do stuff, it has to be something different, and it has to look new. It has to be fresh, and it has to have some, and it also has to have an ethos. We all have to be on the same fucking page.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
that's
That's another issue.
You see what you said before about obviously
Gang.
us.
Trust me, on some real shit.
Like, us selling our culture, like, and using our culture as entertainment.
Right.
Do you think that we could kind of change that sort of mentality so we can try and use our culture to, like, in other ways?
No, because
in
you
order
won't.
for us to propel
pop.
ourselves. That's sad. That's sad.
You won't pop.
What do you mean?
You won't pop.
Like
you won't pop. Like we said,
everyone wants to pop.
everyone wants to pop, but do your thing the way you want to do it. You're not gonna pop like that. You're not gonna pop like that. You're not going to. You're not going to pop, fam. Like no, you are gonna pop, but you're not gonna pop.
Fam, I was gonna say pop.
You know what I mean? You're not gonna pop.
Is it pop going off?
Let me put it in another term.
Stop popping.
It's not
Let
gonna
me use
pop.
music. Let me use
Hey,
music.
stop saying pop.
Let me use music, yeah.
But you're pop.
Let's
You're
look
pop,
at-
but you're not
look at-
gonna pop.
Exactly. Let's look at Stormzy.
You pop.
Let's look at
But you're-
Stormzy, yeah. Yeah, like Stormzy was big, innit? Stormzy was big.
Yeah.
But when he done Glastonbury, that's when a lot of people will argue he's popped.
Oh, he's popped.
Like on a different level. Why is it that? Why do a lot of people think because he's performing at Glastonbury? I know Glastonbury's a massive
Because
festival.
it's a stage. It is the stage.
Nah,
Why
it's
is it
because
because
we
Why?
give it energy.
We give it energy.
No, yes we do.
Do you see the crowd?
Like, bruv, think
No,
about it.
no, no, no.
Glastonbury's huge.
We're giving it energy. Bro, what you tell it? What's the difference between Glastonbury and African nations?
Nothing. I don't
That's
think
what I'm
there's a
saying.
difference.
No,
We're just giving one more energy, more
Yeah.
energy.
But that's what I'm saying.
If
But
tomorrow,
why?
if tomorrow we
Why?
said fuck Glastonbury, we'll
Yeah,
go into
yeah,
this
yeah.
thing.
I
Then,
get it. You're
then
right.
the Afro Nations becomes the bigger
But
thing.
why?
But you're not on the home. You're not on home turf. Like you don't have. We're not on home, bruv. We're not on
BBC.
Yeah, you know what I mean, bro. That means
That's why I think-
means you are broadcasted.
See, this is why I
In
get
the
what,
UK.
This is why I get what you're saying in terms of
Do you get what I mean?
you could do it on your own thing.
Donnies that push the
But-
Donnies that push the button.
not-
Let's talk about the Donnies that push the button. Most of them are not of your color.
Yes,
So
which is unfortunate, but it's the truth.
I'm here.
yeah, so that's that. And
I'm at the station.
And there's a game. There's a
Yeah, I get
certain
what you
rules
mean.
and regulations to even get to that level where Donny's gonna look at you. Okay, you got here this far, right? Push the button. Do you know what I mean? That's all it is,
So
really.
you're saying
You know what I mean?
you're saying we have to do something like controversial.
No, just
Let's
have to
talk
play
something
the.
dark in it. Let's get this energy going.
No,
Go on.
No, I'll let you do it, man. I'll back you though.
not dark. We
it's
should
not
actually talk about Louboutins. If we want to actually pop, let's talk about Loubs.
What about loops?
I don't
Exactly. That's
I
the
don't even know
image.
what they look like.
Yeah, exactly. That's the. Let's
I ain't
all like.
spending-
I've never
some-
seen it face up.
I ain't expecting
Let's
some-
talk about like.
Oh,
stuff-
he's mixed, isn't it? That you.
Who?
Oh,
Christian LeBrun's mixed race.
Is he?
yeah.
Yeah,
He is.
yeah, know that. Yeah, he's mixed.
Yeah.
Let's
he
talk
is.
about something.
That's why
Like if
he
you,
he
you
slightly- he
just
fucks with
move
black
like something like very
He has to.
Yeah,
black. Just do stuff that's very.
He's-
I mean,
Yeah, he has to.
just be very
I
black.
think he was at he was at Idris Elba's wedding, wasn't it? Christian LeBrun. Yeah.
He's
Probably
doing his thing,
styled
man.
him.
We blew that guy. No homo. We blew that guy, man.
Who?
No, like that Louboutin, Christian Louboutin.
You think black people did that?
What do you think? Who
White
else?
people weren't wearing
The
Louboutins.
hell?
True, good
We
point.
made songs
Uh-huh.
about it. Once you make a song about
You know
it,
what?
we're done at it.
No, you know what?
We-
let's
we-
go, let's
we-
go back to that whole culture thing. How many brands do you think we've bust?
What? We bust
It's actually
everyone.
mad. It's
No,
actually
no.
mad when you think about it.
What?
You know?
We can bust a brand, bro. We
Take it
bust-
easy.
Bro,
Take it easy.
Think about it.
Take it easy.
Was it the Halifax guy? The
Take
guy with the
it-
glasses.
Oh yeah.
Hey, we made Halifax pop. That's the one thing I'll give you. But take it easy with
That
the brands.
bank is low key.
Because Gucci was Gucci, but Hugo Boss was Hugo Boss. I just found out some information
Yeah,
about
Hugo
Hugo Boss.
Yeah,
Back in the
Hitler.
day, you used to
Yeah, I know.
mad.
Hitler-
So take it
Hitler-
easy.
Yeah, all of these brands are
Hitler and Hugo Boss were
Hey,
buddies.
hey, what car you got?
Chanel. All these
BMW.
brands.
Mark, yeah.
Oh, you got Mercedes, yeah. Take it easy.
Take
guys.
it easy. Though.
Take it easy.
That's what I'm
guys.
saying. A lot of these. That's what I'm
Well,
saying.
you're right. I get it.
We
But who
have
gives a
blown
fuck?
stuff that's come out like newer brands, old brands. Take it easy.
Take it
They've
easy.
been about. Yeah, you're right. I
They've
get
been
it.
about, and they've been doing some crud.
But obviously black people. But you said, as you said, but there have been brands like high-end brands that we have, that we've made more popular due to
And them crepes are not comfortable, bro. You see them Alexander,
McQueen's.
bro. I looked at that shit. I was like,
It's high fashion though.
This just
High-end
looks
fashion.
like
I want
any
Stan
crepe
Smiths.
with an
I
extra.
prefer Stan Smith.
They're Stan Smiths with a bit more.
Yeah.
That's it.
I know they're Stan Smith with a bigger platform.
Oh, those ones. Oh yeah, they're hard.
They're
I
Stan
like them.
Smiths. But
You chillin' with a winner, born sinner. Me and all my donnies getting figures. You might need to hurry. Yeah, you might. Girl, you chillin' with a sinner, born winner. Is this what you want? No smoking mirrors. You might need to hurry. Yeah, you might. Fam, you chillin' with a killer, born hitter. Blood thicker than water while you finna. You might need to hurry. Yeah, you might. Ain't wonder you get bigger. My go getter. This world is for the taking, don't you remember? You might need to hurry. Yeah, you might. Too young, too wavy. Too young, too wavy. Yeah. Don't care who here, cause we here now. My G's running through, you best mind out. To me standing, I had to stand out. Heard you piping up, you best pipe down. Keep screwing at the start, you might go blind. Throwing all that shade, don't stop my shine. Try to catch me slipping, now she's missing. She wanna fall in march, I think she tripping. Open up your mind, I'll get you lifted. My presence is a present, bitch, I'm gifted. You chillin' with a winner, born sinner. Me and all my donnies getting figures. You might need to hurry. Yeah, you might. Girl, you chillin' with a sinner, born winner. Is this what you want? No smoking mirrors. You might need to hurry. Yeah, you might. Too young, too wavy. Too young, too wavy. Yeah. You chillin' with a killer, born hitter. Blood thicker than water while you finna. You might need to hurry. Yeah, you might. Ain't wonder you get bigger. My go getter. This world is for the taking, don't you remember? You might need to hurry. Yeah, you might. Empty the clip, watch me reload. Swear Donnie's lost like they Nemo. Family all black like we emo. If life's a game, then I'm the cheat code. See there's a cold through the peephole. Raise the arms to me like what we do. Only thing I fear is my ego. Bring fire to your camp like I'm Nico. Couple L's, a few W's, and we gon' spend it all at the W. I'm sorry if my success does trouble you, but if it does, then fuck you. Car bitch, I'm a winner, born sinner, real hitter, that nigga. I pull up and grease, don't pull up on me. She pull up and freeze. Cheese. I pull up and grease. Don't pull up on me. I pull up and squeeze. Freeze. Cheese. Don't pull up on me. She pull up and grease. I don't pull up on me.
But I just.
You know what I mean? I like the
prefer-
way he look.
Yeah, no. I prefer. No, people drop them well.
But I
don't
will
get me
never
wrong.
I'll never be
But
like gaggy. You know what I mean? I'm not gaggy. I'm not like a gaggy. Like, you know, people.
Oh,
that's
what,
another
they-
thing
they-
we have
they-
on our head.
They love the
Gaggy.
brands.
Like, people
and
start
They
foaming
jump
at the
on
mouth.
brands
Like,
and
we
fashion.
foam at the mouth for a lot of shit. You know what I mean? We be like,
Apple.
I'm one minority
That's
doing it. Do
Big
you know
man,
what I
I'm
mean?
waiting for one of you to get the new Apple phone so I can laugh at you.
I'm getting it next
You
year.
getting it?
Shit.
No, when this runs out, innit?
Bro, I'm alright. My phone, where is it? At the moment, my phone treat me nice.
You get what I
I'm
mean?
cool.
Yeah,
So,
but
and this all boils down to that instant thing, you know. But it's
There's-
like,
yeah,
it
it's
hasn't been
special
trained
thing.
in us from our pops, or from our parents, from our like. a lot of these, they tried to. A lot of them tried. A lot of people
Nah, they
they
didn't try
tried.
hard enough. All they told us just survive.
They tried, and it was tough, bro.
My
Think
mum
about
was
it.
like,
Good
just
point.
don't
They didn't
die
know.
and
A lot
go
of
to
us-
school.
A lot
That
of us are. Yeah, that's a good point. A lot of
My
us are taught
mum knew.
just to
Because my
survive, innit?
mum was here in her teens, so she grew up in.
And
Yeah,
the ones
that's
that
that-
and the ones that
that's
knew,
that-
they
my mum-
ran.
my
keeping
mum's
me
been
alive
there.
was
My
the
mum
main thing.
My mum was here in her teens as
The
well.
ones that knew, they ran. They didn't say shit back to anyone else. Like, you see, where's Auntie gone? She just left the end. They didn't say nothing. Ain't look back. That's them dons you see in Essex and that living that high life and okay, cool. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Because you know what, I was talking to, because we was going back to like the bust downs and that. Like I was talking to about rappers, innit?
our culture's so fucked when it comes.
No,
to that
no,
shit.
because when we think about other rappers, certain rappers that are, you can tell they're not, they like they're clued up.
Yeah.
People like Lethal B.
Yeah.
People like Bugsy Malone. Like those are two like rappers I look up to in terms of how their business acumen. innit?
Yeah.
And I think it's a stage thing. Because think about it, Lethal's 30s, isn't his 30s? I think he's like 33, 34 or something. Bugsy's like 28. So they're not young, you know what I mean?
Bugsy look bare old in the face, bro. I thought his name was 32.
Yeah, I thought he
He's
was
28.
He's 28 still, yeah.
Shit.
He said it because I was watching a documentary about him.
Bugsy.
And he was talking about what he does in that, innit? But I was just saying the reason why I brought that up is because I think it is like a stage thing in terms of, yeah, we are fascinated by all of these like the brands, the clothing, the jewels, and all that. But I think when you get to a certain age, if it's not
Especially when you
too
came
late-
from the ground.
if-
When you came
exactly.
from when you ain't got shit.
exactly. But when you get to a certain age and you're still got time,
Yeah.
you will learn. That's what because obviously my boy was like, oh yeah, bust downs is a waste of time. I said, you're right. But you have to think a lot of these guys who are interested in
You need to
that
understand
come
the
down.
trail you set. The
Well,
trail,
I wanna
but
take
the
back
trail,
what
the
I
trail
said
you
for
set.
One thing I said, I want to take back something.
Yeah.
If I was to be gifted a bust down, I'ma flaunt that shit hard.
I ain't gonna lie. I'll be low key paranoid. I'm gonna get robbed.
Yeah, I will
bust
rob
down.
you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll rob you.
So I don't really have that
But
in my
I'm
head.
just
Like,
but I'm
do you
just
know what I mean?
saying, I think it is like stages. You think of life, innit? Like, we haven't always thought like this. And imagine, think about it, if a guy come up to you and said,
Yeah.
all right, cool, I'm giving you 600 bags. Hold that.
Hold what?
Hold
600
what?
backs.
Criminal.
no, I'm just talking. Think about, like, if you're a rapper, you get an advance of 600 bags.
Yeah.
Obviously, you need to make music and that. All right, cool, whatever. But then there's going to be a part of you that's going to do something stupid.
Oh,
What do
yeah.
you speak about? Reason, like, if we come into P's, yeah?
Oh yeah.
What's the stupidest thing you would buy?
Clothes.
A tiger.
Man said tiger.
I'll
fam.
buy a tiger. If I got if I got
I said a
PCs,
statue. I don't know why,
I will
but
buy
I
a
want to get a
fucking
Oh
statue.
shit, you're
tiger.
crazy.
You see?
I will buy a
Why?
fucking tiger.
I didn't know how much you're talking
That's our
about.
mentality, you know.
Yeah, I don't have it. That's the thing. That's the issue. I actually
Fucking
can't.
tiger.
Man said,
I
what
can't
would you
imagine.
get?
A whole animal.
If you can't, you get something stupid, innit? You see what
No,
I
I
mean?
can't even do
I'm
that.
getting a statue. Man's getting a tiger. So I'm thinking, why do we want to
gonna-
get something stupid?
I had-
Because we don't have it.
My most
It's
stupid.
just to see if we could do it.
Listen.
Don't get me wrong. The tiger will be gone in a week's time. I just want to know if I could do it. I could do it. Oh shit!
Take a few pictures for the gram.
Man's on the A to Z, like looking through, like the fuck.
Bring the babes over. Like this. Meet my tiger.
Nah, but yeah,
That's
nah,
Tiggy
nah,
right
nah,
there.
nah. I mean, it's true. It's a phase because
That's
I
what
remember
I
even when I was in
think
uni and that I spent, bruv, I got like I remember first year I accidentally got more loan than I actually should have had.
Oh, so you just went mad.
You were like,
Mate, I
You
lost
went
my
mad.
goddamn mind, bro.
See?
I lost
you
my.
were a king for
But-
2 weeks straight. You was the king.
No, it was because for like half a year they thought I was in London, but I wasn't in London.
Oh,
so
they
they're giving
gave
me
you
in
more
London.
Ps,
Yeah,
the
so cool.
London loan, yeah.
Mate,
yeah,
I was
yeah.
living la vida loca. So when that happened,
La vida loca.
I was buying all these. Then after that's when I felt like I've had my moment of my nigga moment.
Madness.
Yeah,
You guys
I
said
had my
nigga
nigga moment.
moment.
That's literally I had it then. So it's like I'm like looking at it now. Like
Nah, see,
I
that's what I
can't
mean. It's
go
a
back
stage. It's a
because it's a
stage.
buzz. It's not
Yeah,
really.
yeah,
It's not
yeah.
even like the shit. It's just like I don't have it. You know what I mean? Like I've never had this. Oh my
never had
days.
this.
Yeah, I've never
I never
had
had
this. I've
this.
never. That's
Let me
all it
do
is.
something.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
That's all it is. It's a
first year
feeling,
uni,
fam.
The first bit of cash that dropped
Yeah.
into my account, fam, I went raggo.
yeah.
I think I went out 8 nights
Yeah.
straight. Eating good,
Yeah.
going out restaurants, babes. I got the bill. Don't
Yeah,
even
yeah,
touch
like,
that.
even sub,
As
like-
soon as that 2 weeks went by, I was like, I need a
Back to
job.
the
I need a job. I need to go back to reality.
You know, back to the Indomie.
Indomie. Boy, Indomie. What? You think my Indomie's a bit lavish, bro.
I'm looking at Sainsbury's.
You walk into the straight Sainsbury's. They had the reduced section close to the entrance. I didn't go far into the shop, fam. I was just there in the reduced section.
No.
Like,
Reduced salad. You ain't had that before. Hey, you ain't had reduced salad before. Yeah.
reduced salad that's gone off. Reduced and gone off.
The lettuce bending.
Package is all fucked up. You're like,
The lettuce is
sweet,
bending
bro.
and that. No, it's mad.
The
Yeah,
lettuce
but
ain't even green no
yeah,
more.
it's like, nah, that's something. But like that moment,
That's what I said.
the more of us that get through that shit and we can
That's-
pattern up and be like, yo,
exactly, yeah.
okay, now what can we do? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly, and
Do you
that's
know what
why I
mean?
think it's a stage. That's why I don't really look to. Before I used to always be like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Especially to like my nephew, for instance. Like he's 18 and I'm looking at 19. And
What's
I'm
it
looking at
called?
him
New
like-
money. Yeah, new
And I'm
money.
looking
innit?
at, and I'm looking at
Yeah.
him like, why? What's this? Why are you doing this? But obviously, I realize he's only 19.
Right.
He's gonna get to a stage where he's gonna have a nigger moment. Let's
Yeah.
call it that, a nigger moment. Where he's
I
gonna come into a bit of pee,
prophesize to everyone now. Like, but they
he's
can't
gonna
do
get a
it.
bit of pee
Yeah.
and do something dumb, and then after that, he probably realize, okay, cool. What can I do?
Hey, listen, we
I've had
we
it.
have more than one nigga moment. I have had several nigga moments for several
Yeah.
different
No,
situations
I
in my
have.
life.
Yeah,
And all of those nigga moments have been lit.
Yeah.
And then the next time, like, oh.
Shit.
She.
That's when you know you can't keep up with people, man. Some people you just can't keep up.
Oh yeah, have you ever tried to go out with,
Yeah,
with
I've
people
learned
and
that.
try and keep up the lifestyle?
White,
Nah,
white
I
people.
did. I tried that. Never again.
I've learnt my lesson with that, boy.
I remember
Nah,
me and
nah.
my boy. Yeah, he's an accountant as well. Yeah, we went out to have you heard of Forge
Keeping
in
up. Keeping
in
up.
near I
Rounds.
think it's near Leadenhall Street, somewhere in the city. He's going out. Yeah, cool. Like my man is qualified.
Yeah.
He's on nearly double what I was on.
Oh yeah, you tried to play games.
I tried to play games.
Oh, yeah.
So obviously got there. We bought a bottle of Prosecco.
And overstand, they know your level already.
We was just doing bottle for bottle. At the end of the night, I was like, eh? My man's laughing. Man on double my salary. Bro.
I would
never.
have started an argument. I would have like done something like in that moment, like, "Hey, what do you mean? What do you? I just like would
I'd
have
have
looked
put peeve
or
on the-
act,
on my
or
bottle,
act,
like,
yeah,
Is that a peeve on my bottle?
or
I'm
act,
not paying for
yeah.
none
I
of that.
started
What
crazy,
kind of establishment
especially if I'm
is this?
burst already. I'm acting crazy,
That's what I
blood.
mean.
I'm acting
That's why-
crazy.
Yeah. As Kevin Hart said, bro, I've learned to stay in.
Yeah,
man.
stay in your lane.
Oh
man.
yeah.
Stay in your lane.
I did lifestyle one time. I'm alright, man. Until I
can't-
get that, until I get that piece.
Bottle for bottle.
And it gets worse as you get higher up. So imagine you get higher up.
That's
The
why-
more, so the lifestyle. Can you imagine? So that drop each time, because our drop was like, okay, them man there, you can drop. You got me?
Drop and
Bud.
die. Drop and die.
Bud, like come back to mum's done some like, and you on them ones you ain't calling them mum. Mum don't even know what you're doing. You come back to yard on some humble. Hey, you're saying hi to people. You're blocking that, bruv. It's humble. Do you know what I mean? Like
man.
it's level to the drop. So learn your drop, and then you're okay pattern. You know what I mean? But like more, I think obviously more financial advice. Like you guys should bloody like tell people more financial advice, how to fucking pattern money.
No, you know
Because
what,
this
yeah,
is a
like I said,
problem.
with
A
money,
lot
yeah,
of a lot of races like
yeah,
money
like,
was never
with
taught to
money,
people.
yeah,
Like
obviously everyone's different in terms of what you value.
Yeah,
I always
yeah,
say that,
yeah,
like
yeah.
people
Yeah.
value different things.
right.
Yeah, people might value going out.
Right.
Cool. People might not go out as much, so they value their home.
Right.
So they put a lot of money into their
Right.
home.
Right.
So people, obviously, get into grips with how people like to spend their P. That's fine.
Mm.
But what I'm saying is, in terms of staying in your financial lane, is kind of learning. For me personally, as I said, being an accountant, one thing I'm a big advocate of is value for money.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, I've had some proper nigger moments, bro.
Yeah.
Especially in Vegas last year. People
Yeah.
will not let that live down.
Yeah.
We'll go into that another time.
Yeah. That's a
Um,
mad one.
Mad one still.
Mad one still.
But as I said, that being said, it's just knowing what you value.
Yeah.
Cool. And then obviously trying to just get as much value as you can, but seeing the bigger picture. But I know that's hard.
Yeah, it's
That's
hard to. It's hard
especially when you're young. You're not thinking
and plus,
about that.
in
No,
our
I'm
environment,
thinking.
bruv, do you know how easy to stay in our environment, fam?
Yeah.
Do you know how easy for us to all just kick it with us lot and just be talking about the same, like, bare circles don't really talk about other stuff, you know what I mean? Except for what is
I
in.
had to cut some of my circles.
Yeah,
out,
like,
or
you have
just
to,
let's
you have to
get-
kind of expand.
Not every
you
day
know
I
what I mean?
want to talk about things like things
Yeah.
are there. Like it's alright.
I mean,
You know how you can get more things. Start making money.
get money, get your
Get your
everything
get your
together.
whole situation patterned, and
Mentally
then they
be
come.
strong,
They don't
like-
want to come to a situation that's not patterned, bro.
Yeah.
But it's all about growing up, bro.
But yeah,
I love that.
but yeah, but as a like
Going-
a race,
going
as
up.
a race again, like back to the point is like, yeah, like that whole, the issue is not, the issue is something we're gonna start changing. Hopefully, if we can start seeing that long-term investment and start seeing things that can actually help us as a people. So you get what I mean? Like actually see real things that help. Kind of like be kind of like selfless, in
Legacy.
like less selfless in a way. Like it's
Yeah.
like I'm not doing
Because
this
you
for
know
I'm not
what?
doing this for the clout.
Yeah. And a good
you get
point.
what I mean?
because again, me and my boy was talking about this. Hold on. Let's see if I can get it out. You know?
Fuck the clout. Even that clout's another fucking thing that's fucked us up. Jesus Christ.
Every time he was like, we just come up with like just sayings, with words that I just fucking like. Clout's been around for time. I've heard that word.
Yeah.
Well, not.
I think it was used in a different context.
Clout.
No. Clout. I don't know who said it. It was back in the day. Some old rappers had clout in their track, and it's the same concept.
Yeah.
But it's just like we just come up with words and then we just run with them, like.
And it works because
remember when we used to say, what was before drip? Swag.
Swag. Yeah. What is it? Drip.
Swag. It was swag.
Sauce. It went from swag to sauce to drip. What's the next one, bro? We just would, and we run with these phrases for time. Yo,
yeah,
bro,
we're sick at that.
Look
though.
at the drip. Ain't no drip.
Stepped in ketchup.
Yeah,
sauce. Remember that bar there, boy?
That was a bar. Bro,
It was
there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with what we do in terms. I just feel like
I said people value different things. It's alright. If you like to do that, but just as Roma said when he was here, like do your thing, but obviously patterns and things first. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And as an accountant, that's something I value. I went out on Friday. I was talking to my boy who's also an accountant as well, and he was just like, "Yo, like, in terms of going out and stuff, I'm not about image. I'm really not about image. Yeah, I might take some pictures here and there, but behind that picture, man's enjoying myself. Do you get what I mean? And I'm not saying people who take pictures are not, but I'm just saying,
what?
You know,
most people go out just for the image.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like, they don't.
We saw that a lot.
Who gives a fuck about like what they're doing?
Remember the last event we went to? I won't say what the
Which
event
one?
is. The one I sent to the group. Remember?
Air it out.
I'm not hearing it out.
Well,
I'm not hearing it out.
it's not that important. However,
When we were there.
what the point was is that people were just snapping for the sake of snapping, and then as soon as the snap's done, and you look at their face, sour. When the snap's on, yo, having a great
Smiling.
time.
For real.
Making it
Camera
thing.
off, face is sour. It's like, what are you doing this for?
Really notice it. When
Why are
it's
you
out.
here?
They probably
When
had an
you're, when
argument.
you're not on your own phone and you just look around, because that's one thing I like to do. Just look. You used to see the amount of people on their snap. Some people had the whole setup on their phone. Remember the light,
Oh,
another light,
yeah.
like
Light
a little, like
with
look,
the friends,
moving
backlight,
like Jordan,
with
bruv.
the
Like
spotlight.
had everything. He had a light on a light. It's like, how are you putting that in your bag?
No, that's
I
a bit
don't
mad.
even
That's
know,
a bit
bruv.
mad.
So yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
That's a bit
and that's
mad.
one thing I'll say. I've never been about that. I'd
I
rather
can't stand that.
enjoy myself, not take no pictures, bruv, and just enjoy myself. And that's what I did on Friday. I forgot to take one.
Yeah,
I
I
was
get.
having
Yeah.
fun. And that's one thing I value. But I know a lot of people, as
But
you
it's
said,
peak Donny.
image.
Like more time, I used to think as a girl thing, but Donny's be out there doing that whole thing too.
To
like,
be honest, where we
guys
went,
be
it was
doing-
mainly girls that was doing it where we went.
mainly girls in it. It's good, but
Girls
guys
were
be
doing
doing
it.
that
But
shit too now. as
guys
well,
Guys
but like,
doing that too.
but
bro.
like, girl, I never knew like. Yo, I knew it was a girl thing, but guys, people go to certain spots for a certain look, and because social media and that, and it's
Yeah.
another thing do you know what I mean? We're kind of in, do you know what I mean? We're in, but it's just the majority of us, isn't it? But the problem is we're a minority, so it looks like a lot of us are doing it.
That's the point I was
You
trying
get-
to
it's
make earlier
like a
about the whole
weird
Twitter
thing,
thing.
innit?
Yeah,
Like it's a
It
weird
seems
thing.
like there's a lot of us, but I know there's people, a lot of black people out there that don't care. For
Yeah, don't care, man. I don't
But
go
obviously, the thing is, as you said, they don't pop because
Yeah,
who's
nah,
checking
you're-
for them? No one's
They're gonna
checking for
pop,
those
it just
people.
takes time.
Yeah,
You're not gonna
it's
pop as
just-
fast
it's
as you
just-
think. It's
it's
just gonna take a bit long, and it's gonna be more what you want. Do you know what I mean? It ain't gonna be
Yeah.
like, do you know what I mean? More substantial and stuff.
This
Like that.
thing called life. Have money, yo.
Yeah,
That's what
I
I'm
mean,
Money the chop.
Have money.
yeah, and,
Yeah, man.
and invest.
What time is it? I've got 10 minutes left. What are you saying? That's enough.
10 minutes left. We can get through everything. You still haven't gone through.
No, I was thinking we spoke about the main things.
Go on then.
Is there- yeah?
It's the
What, Twitter thing?
quick fire round.
Quick fire round.
Yeah, go through Twitter, see what Twitter's saying. No, I think we spoke enough about obviously the
Oh, you did?
community and stuff.
Yeah.
That's probably going to be ongoing as well.
Oh,
man.
what did I see on Twitter that made me cry?
The Joker's coming out. It's not going to be the same about Heath Ledger, man.
No, I like the idea of this new thing.
Really?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
looks
but Heath
good.
Ledger's Heath Ledger though, man. Heath Ledger's
Yeah.
probably
And so,
true. Bro, I can't wait.
bad
Oh
boy
my-
what? Bad boy what? Bad boy
You know
what?
what? Yeah,
Bad boy what?
Bad Boy 3.
Free.
Oh,
You know what?
right,
I was a
right,
bit
Was it called The
skeptical
Boy in the
about
Back?
Bad Boys, yeah, because you know they're a
Bad
bit
Boys, The
old,
Boy in the
innit? They're old, so I was thinking, but the trailer don't look that bad though. It's not the same.
It's gonna be. I think that's gonna
If
be.
you
the
compare
whole,
to
I
my
think that's
favourite
still gonna
one's
be
the
the
first
whole.
one.
I think that whole joke is gonna be.
Yeah, that's gonna be running.
Them man ain't running
Especially
nowhere.
Martin. Martin,
He is not running. Martin is not
Martin,
running.
you can tell Martin's gonna run them jokes. Oh, yeah.
You think I'm running after you? You know, he's not running after you.
I think you're right. They're gonna use that. I watched Hobbs and Shaw the other day. Bad people hate it. I don't mind it.
What's Hobbs and Shaw? What's that?
The Fast and
bruv,
Furious.
I'm not
thing.
watching
You
that
don't like
nonsense.
Fast and
That
Furious.
shit looked like a fucking Michael Bay movie, mate.
Yeah,
It looked like
There
it
was a
had so many
There was a
graphics.
particular scene in it, yeah.
Like a
I'm not gonna
Transformer movie.
I'm not gonna spoil it, but I know it's been out for time, yeah. There was a particular scene. I was like, nah, you're taking a piss. Like the
I
Rock, yeah.
spoil it, bruv.
The Rock, yeah. Like there was a helicopter chasing a car,
Yeah.
and then
Exactly. It's like a Transformer
no,
movie.
no,
Like,
no,
what
no.
the
A
hell?
helicopter was chasing a car,
As
and
you
then
do.
fucking. No, the helicopter was trying to get away, but the car was holding it. There's a particular scene where the Rock, I know the Rock's strong in it, man's hench and that.
Oh, he was dragging a helicopter back in it.
Fam,
Oh yeah.
with a chain.
That is Hollywood.
I was like, nah. That was the one scene that I was like, big man, no, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, I know he's strong,
I know you're
but
fucking-
man's
and
holding a helicopter
that
with a
can't be-
chain.
There's went full baby mode. Like that can't be true. You know what I'm saying?
I was put
Yeah,
it into
like,
the film, like
fake.
yeah, because it gassed me for the gym and that. I was like, yeah. And I was like,
That's
nah.
fake.
No. Like you know that Will Smith scene in fucking I Am Legend.
Oh.
No, no. But
I don't know. I watched that movie way too much.
yeah, man.
I thought that was such a whack film, bro.
What, I Am Legend? With the robots. innit?
Bro, I want.
Yeah, that's
I watched it like.
iRobot.
That's
Oh,
iRobot.
iRobot. Yeah.
I Am
okay.
Legend's the
I
one with
was
the
another.
zombies and
By the way, yeah.
Oh, I haven't watched
Hey,
that.
I beg you.
He
I beg
blew
you-
himself up at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched that
I
twice.
beg you. Look, of all,
Imagine I
of,
watched that
Twice. I watched that twice.
of all the Will Smith films you've seen, yeah, there have been some trashy
Nah,
films.
yeah, they have.
What?
Real talk.
I'm being honest, they have.
Which
one?
But he's still a legend. He is still.
Exactly.
that's
That's
a good
trash.
film.
That's below
I'm
6
Legend.
out of 10.
Nah, I like Ellen.
I Am Legend is trash.
Out
£7.
Big man.
6
I'm
out
not
of
He had
10.
a dog. He had a dog.
Did you like £7? I didn't like £7.
Mate.
You like £7?
I didn't like £7.
What's the other one?
His movie average is mad.
CTE film.
CTE.
The one with
Independent-
the South African doctor.
Oh, Concussion.
Concussion.
No, I didn't see that. I haven't seen that.
But obviously, you
didn't
just
see
rate
that.
Will Smith because
No,
I remember when
Will Smith was my favourite
singing and
actor.
dancing, bro. I was
well,
like, yo, my guy is really out here.
Marv, you're being real
Welcome
controversial
to
right now.
Miami.
all the stuff you're talking about
today. I'll be honest,
today.
I'll
Saying
be-
Will Smith is not like high
No,
caliber.
no, I'm not saying that. I'm
No,
just
no, no,
saying-
no. I'm not saying he's
Yeah,
a
he's
bad
just
actor.
saying
He's just
every
done
film-
shit films.
That's it. But
Everyone
he's
has.
still a sick.
But the
Yeah,
ratio
exactly.
of shit films is like
No,
low.
yeah, it is. Right,
Bare other
right.
actors got bare L's and they're still in a high place.
Okay, I'm with Marv. I'm with Marv because
Bro, are you?
he's still a legend. He's still one of the
still a
best,
legend.
if not the
However,
best.
your films are shit. Look at this new film
Morgan
he's got
Freeman
out.
has some-
See, now you're
Gemini.
moving mad. Now you're moving mad. I
Yo,
know, now you're moving
you
mad.
man are lost.
Now
I
you're
watched
moving
Are
it.
you telling me the films have been great?
It looked like it was
Come
made-
on,
A lot of his films have been
No,
good.
but he's
Some,
like-
a minority of them have been
Okay,
shit.
okay. Tell me the good films then. Bad Boys.
Bad Boys,
Yeah.
Independence Day,
Yeah.
Enemy of the State, Wavy.
Yeah.
Nah, no, don't. Okay, you're on your own.
We've been
You're on
higgy
your
that
own.
one. I've been higgy on that one. Come on.
What's the other one? I like Hitch.
I like Hitch.
I like
Okay,
Hitch.
okay, yeah. All right.
Ali, Oscar
Ali and
nominated.
Hitch.
What? You don't like Hitch?
No,
No,
Ali
he
and
don't like
I said
Hitch.
that-
Everyone
I said
loves
Ali
Hitch.
and
He likes
Hitch. I said Ali and
Everyone
Hitch.
loves Hitch.
He likes Hitch. He likes Hitch.
Ali and Hitch. So that's 4.
No, that's 5.
Hell yeah.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Have you
Come
seen
on.
that?
He's got a good collection. but
Okay, now tell
some
me the
of them-
bad films then. If
ones-
you,
okay.
And you know that? No, you come on.
Okay.
Don't be fake.
The
Me
Fresh
personally-
Prince
me
movie
personally-
was crap.
Huh?
I think like I saw there was a movie like Fresh Prince. There was a movie
Wild
like
Wild West,
old like there was a
Wavy.
movie.
Wild Wild West.
Wavy.
That is
Wavy.
hard.
So no. What? He's got wavy films.
And it had
Most
it
of
had
his
a
films are
McDonald's
wavy.
toy.
But there's dead films.
Yeah, they are.
There's,
But
I would say there's half
you're
and
making-
half.
No, it's not half.
It
you're
can't
moving
be.
mad. Yeah, I know you're moving.
My
mad.
man's in a 75 percentile range, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
He doesn't. He misses. Even when he misses
like,
it.
£7 I didn't really like. Gemini Man that's coming out.
I think that might be ahead of our time. I think it
Gemini,
might. I think it's
Gemini.
ahead of our time movie.
Gemini.
Bright. You forgot about Bright from
And
Netflix.
I heard
The
that
Netflix
sick.
film
No, that was
Bright.
good.
You-
That
are
was
you
good.
mad?
I
I
liked
haven't even
it.
watched it. I
liked
haven't
it.
watched it. So
And I think what's this Aladdin? I ain't seen that shit yet though.
I'm not
that's not
watching.
his film. That's not his film.
That's his film.
That's
He's
not-
in it.
He's not. No.
He's in it.
He's a side character.
Are you trying to say you're? Are you trying to reject him from his?
That's
Oh
not
my
his.
days.
Bro, is he the main character in it?
He's the genie.
He's the genie. No,
He might as well be.
it's not. He always puts himself out there. That's why Will Smith is a
he
legend.
don't turn down work. He don't
No,
turn
he
down.
does. He turned down The Matrix.
I think it would have
And then
banged
his
anyway.
wife is in it. How
Oh
funny
yeah,
is
I
that?
remember. Yeah. He's supposed to be Lawrence Fishburne in that, isn't it?
No, he's meant to be more.
He's supposed to
Neo.
be Neo,
so
yeah.
down.
And he turned that down.
But you know, kind of.
There was a reason though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said it didn't make sense.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, what kind of film is this?
I've watched The Matrix way too many times.
Oh wait, it's big.
Nah,
Keanu Reeves is another actor with a few Higgy films under
But
his
he,
belt.
yeah, he has got.
he-
He's definitely got
he-
Higgy
he-
films. But his
Okay,
tenant of the century.
who's got the most?
His tenant of the century's been epic.
A-list. Who's got the most consistent, in your opinion?
Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
Like he's
You
prolific.
can. I'm already
prolific.
thinking of the list of
He's
films that I've seen.
he's a Guerrero, cuz.
Bro,
He's a Guerrero. I'm
yeah,
not
even
even
in that
like
There was a
film where he's
phase
just
where
chatting,
there was a phase where he was just like
Hidden
here,
Fences.
like
What's that? Is it
Oh, Fences.
Bro, where it's just mad dialogue.
Yeah,
Even
yeah,
I was hooked, and I was like, bro, I don't even know what they're
Yeah.
saying, but I'm hooked.
No, Denzel's prolific. I can't lie. His
there was a time where all his movies was just hits.
Yeah,
Like there was a
bang.
phase
I
like
think that was-
early
yeah,
20,
yeah, yeah.
early 2000s, just dropping
yeah,
bangers,
yeah.
consistent.
Mate,
as
Inside
fuck.
Man. When I watched that film, I
Inside
was
Man.
like,
I think
yo.
what's it called?
And there's
What's
so
the
many
other one?
bits
Man
of
on
the
Fire's
movie, like,
wavy.
just
Man
like
on
they're-
Fire's wavy.
Man
They're
on
like
Fire's wavy.
immortal,
And obviously you
immortal
can't
scenes
forget
in
Training
the
Day, bro.
movies.
Training Day was just he won an Oscar for that, didn't he? Because I remember that year. I think
That movie
it
was tough.
That you
No,
see
like
that year,
it
yeah.
was.
You
I
see that
saw
year?
it young when I was. I was like, oh my.
In American
Training
Gangster,
Day,
when he
yeah?
kills Idris Elba, in the
Yeah,
street, I
straight
was
in
like,
I
what?
wasn't ready for that.
I was like, this is
I wasn't ready
hard.
for that still.
And then he goes back and eats his meal. I was like,
What was I
yo.
saying?
And the way he acts when it was in,
No,
like you know,
you
like
see-
it's
you
the
see in
vibe
Training
he's
Day,
got,
yeah?
like
You see Training Day, he got an Oscar
Gosh,
for that.
shit.
It was between, I think, Will Smith was also nominated for Ali, innit?
Yeah.
Obviously, they gave it to Denzel for Training Day, bro. I thought that was an interesting
That's fair
fact
enough.
still. But I think Ali was, I can't even lie. Will Smith in Ali, I
Mate.
thought he should have won.
Mate, I thought he should have won just because remember when he goes to Ghana and
Oh,
I was like, yeah.
I too.
Yeah, I too.
No,
Yeah,
Denzel's
yeah.
prolific still, yeah. Same thing with Leonardo DiCaprio, he's had some, like,
He's had some off-ski ones, but these are
but
like-
not a lot though.
I'm
I
not
think.
gonna lie, off the top of my head, I think the only thing I can think of for Leonardo DiCaprio is
What, off key? I mean, not
oh
really that good.
Leonardo, bruv, Wolf of Wall Street.
No,
my
no,
man
that's
got
wavy.
hits.
Yeah, that's wavy,
Look, I
man.
was thinking,
Yeah,
I think
nah,
you're
he-
talking about the Donny from
But think
Lord
about-
of the Rings.
Yeah, I watched Wolf of
Oh.
Wall Street too many times as well.
Wolf on Wall Street, really. He did well for that. I'm not just like
I watched it by accident. I didn't think it was gonna be the
The
way
thing
I
is,
watched it.
he's
First, I watched
finally
it,
got
I
an
was like,
Oscar,
oh, my
innit?
days.
He finally got Oscar, but what he got Oscar
Yeah,
for,
that
Yeah.
You know that was a pity Oscar. I can't
pity
even
Oscar.
lie.
Nah,
I
it
was
wasn't.
slapped out of their
He
hand,
finally
bro. What
act-
is that, bro?
That was a
I should have
pity
been
Tried
had
something
one.
different though.
That's it.
But he had been typecasted though.
What do you mean?
Like before, prior to doing all these other movies, like
Oh,
all
like the
these
heartthrob
weird,
sort
yeah,
of,
like he's just got
like-
that look like the boy next
Yeah,
door kind
boy
of
next door.
vibe. you know
Yeah,
what
I
mean?
get you. Especially from
Yeah.
Titanic times. Almost,
he
he
was
was
done
always
it,
that.
yeah.
Like he was the
Jeez,
main
he must
guy.
have been caked from then.
Titanic. Yeah.
How much
he's
a night,
been
like
up.
how much girls he must have run through.
Apparently
He's
ran
still
through.
running through.
Yeah, I know. He ain't settled down.
Yeah,
innit?
yeah,
Who's
yeah,
the
he
other one?
said-
What's that guy? George Clooney. He just settled down recently. Like he's got that wife.
Yeah, and he don't look happy. He look old now.
Yeah, he
That's-
ran it. He ran it.
That love has aged.
Certain
him.
dons ran their race, fam.
There they
He
go.
ran their race. He ran their race like, jeez.
Brad Pitt's another guy hits under his belt.
Bare hits.
Bare hits.
What's the one when he's the Irish
Snatch.
gypsy? Fam? That film?
Hit.
Sick. Sick.
Hit.
Yeah, Brad Pitt's wavy still.
Yeah, there's been some good
Oh, so these are all old. So now you got the new ones coming up now.
new
Wait.
actors.
Yeah, new actors.
Like the girl from like the people from Stranger Things.
Oh, man, that's a bit too young.
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah,
That's a bit
yeah.
too young.
But
They're
you're
like-
talking
they're
about-
the new-
but
they're the
they're
new-
gonna pop the black kid in it. He's gonna pop like you could just see his
He's
trajectory.
gonna get Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what, that John
I'm joking,
Boyega?
I'm joking.
Do the John Boyega thing.
Wait, what's
He's
happening
sick.
with John Boyega?
But he's
Obviously-
made his
obviously
pee.
Star Wars is
He's
Star Wars.
made his pee, bro.
Obviously Star Wars is Star
That's
Wars.
what
I
he's
know,
made.
I know.
You know one thing I always say to people,
might be
yeah,
a
when you're
a
doing
Sidney
something
Poitier
and you've made
biopic.
your bread, bro, you're chilling. I think you're chilling.
No,
Like,
but it's his
start-
job. It's not. I think
Bro.
people like him. I think
He's made
the
his
bread
pee.
comes with it, but I feel like his passion is to act, and he wants
Yeah,
to get the
yeah,
best
yeah.
role.
So he's
I
probably
know,
working
but
on
when you got the Star Wars bag, it's a bit.
It's different.
It's
That's
different,
different
bro.
pee,
It's
man.
That's like Chris Brown, yo. That's Chris Brown, yo. You know, like.
Don't know your name.
Excuse me, miss.
But
Listen, like
excuse
you
me,
come out the
miss.
gate. That's Britney Spears. Bye.
Toxic,
Yeah,
no. Toxic, no, that's
Yeah,
your
that's it, like, that's like
toxic.
them songs that just burst you, like
Yeah,
your
he-
burst, like it's like.
He's a sick actor. You know John Boyega, yeah? The first time I saw him was in... Have you seen that, you know the honey trap thing? Do you know what happened in the honey trap where the girl set up the guy? When they did a reenactment, he was the main guy. He made my mum cry, bro. My mum was crying because of his performance.
Well,
Because
girl set him up.
Oh, this is the South, innit? Yeah, I think it's called My Murder. Mad thing. But he
Straight
was
to the
sick.
point.
I'm just saying he was sick.
Great name, by the
Great
way.
name.
My murder.
Bro, that's what it's called. It's on BBC, bro. But he was sick. No, I'm just saying his performance on that was very convincing, innit? He made my mum cry still.
Passion of Christ made me cry.
Huh?
I didn't like Passion of Christ.
You watched that shit. That shit made me
fucking bollocks.
realize a lot of kind of shit. I was like, raw,
That's
boy.
probably the only film that's made me cry. I
That
can't
put
lie.
me into a whole religion vibe. I was like,
Trust
oh
me.
shit.
And then I was like,
Church.
but Jesus saying he ain't white.
Yeah,
so
then
this
it
film
started.
is
Yeah, it
null
started
and
going
void.
left. As I
He's
started.
Jewish. What is this film?
Yeah. What's happening? You know what I mean? No.
Alright,
Oh,
cool.
yeah, they sign off in it.
Sign off.
Yeah, that's another episode.
I don't even know what episode.
But yeah, the fucking
It's flowing
stuff's
now.
on the floor. Yeah, hey, we gotta get better at this. There's gonna be stuff down there. Read it.